An extra hour on business, I am fairly certain is lower ROI than the first hour of meditation, journaling, and reading. I go through the same patterns as well, where sometimes I'll go deep into the business work and everything. And I just want to spend as much time as possible. I don't want to waste any time. I wake up and get out of bed and roll onto the computer chair and just start working. Stinky, like, morning breath and everything. I haven't even had a piss yet, just like zoned in. And I actually enjoy those times more. Like, I feel so productive. I feel good about myself. But the 80-20 rule it is a law, and it is 100% truth. And just in the last 2 days, recapping the 4-hour work week, I've realized that the first hour of your day, actually, it is beneficial to have that cornerstone of the self-improvement habits. Because let me just tell you from my experience, and this is something I knew even before I became like successful in any way, but I had to just be hit with this realization again. So imagine you've been reaching all of your goals. You lead a movement. Men look up to you. You make more money than you could possibly know what to deal with. You've got an awesome girlfriend. You've got love. Your family life's getting better and better. And really, the success of your business is doing amazing, right? So it sounds like everyone's dream life, right? Pretty much everything still feels checked, right? But imagine with all of that, you literally don't even enjoy your life. Because one, you're working so much, and two, you're not very mindful, you're not very present, you're not very grateful. And you're not actually doing the things that you love to do the most, which is learning. Because this is how I've just lived for the past month. I worked really hard. I was working more than 10 hours a day, probably 10 to 14 hours every single day. And in some ways I enjoyed it because, I like being productive. But in others, I forgot a golden rule that I set for myself 1 or 2 years ago, which was, there's actually no point in building any level of success if you're not going to be present and grateful for it. Like, if your mind doesn't work to appreciate the success that you've built, then what's the point of it? So just the question I had to ask myself again, and I realized, okay, well, the point of success is to actually have a better life. But if the pursuit of success starts to lower your life quality because now you're slacking on the things that actually give you a higher ROI for life quality, which is the mental health things and also some physical health ones, then what is the point? Because how many people here would want to be an obese millionaire? He's got all the money in the world, but he's depressed and he's also obese. He genuinely can't even see his dick. Women are repulsed by him. He genuinely smells because he can't even deal with the sweat. He has all the money you've ever wanted. Would anyone here take that trade right now? And you can't change, by the way, right? No. You genuinely, think about that. You would rather be broke than be fat. Think about that. Everyone's nodding their heads right now. I agree. So the same thing with mental health. You can be a millionaire, right? You can be a millionaire. But if you're genuinely depressed and you're having panic attacks, would you take that trade? You might think, well, I could help my family or something. But I think the money you could give to your family would probably be it wouldn't equal out the fact that your family are worrying about you now. So those are extreme examples, but these are kind of questions I ask myself, and in the end I always come back down to thinking mental health is the priority. The big thing that we've got right now, which is called Adonis School. It's a private community. It's online, and there's lessons, there's teachers. You learn how to improve your sleep. You learn how to become productive. You learn how to make money online, essentially, but not really in the scammy way, but more I teach you the wholesome way to make money, which is, okay, grow a purposeful YouTube channel, social media, Twitter and stuff. First, we're going to improve your productivity by improving your sleep. So we've got a sleep coach, and I'm not trying to sell it to you. I'm just trying to explain because a lot of people don't actually know what it really is. But if you're interested, you can buy it. Link in the description.